Hey guys, I'm done. The topic is just the first sentence of the topic.
Yeah, I'm done.
Guys, that's what I want to.
Wait, guys, we need to do critical reading, not just reading.
What do you mean a glossary? It's already in the first sentence. And what you just said is just the same.
Well, because, it's not just reading. That means understanding the text. We need to do critical reading that evaluates, analyze, and questioning and understand the meaning of the text and why it was written.
Yeah, that's right. There are things in the text that we need to find, not just literally reading.
Wait, I haven't learned that part yet. What is critical reading as reasoning?
Hey, can you please hold this? It is the careful thinking about what the text is saying and judging whether the ideas make sense. Instead of just accepting the information, you analyze the author's argument, look for evidence, identify assumptions, and I decide if the claims are reliable and logical.
She's correct. It involves questioning the purpose, checking for bias, and comparing the ideas with other knowledge developed. In short, critical reading uses reasoning skill to evaluate the strength and truth of a text message, not just understand its surface meaning.
Hey, I heard Miss Trena have a new video lesson on research social media account. Let's watch it.
Ano, Tara?
Good day. For today's lesson, let's move on to the steps used in critical reading as reasoning by Chongson and Rodriguez. And for that, we have three.
Have you ever thought about what are the factors that affect critical reading as reasoning? Well, this ad may be for you. Today, we'll have those factors that affect critical reading as reasoning. First, we have bias. Bias and point of view of a reader can affect how a text can be understood. One's experience, culture, and educational attainment can change one's understanding. Following that, we have conclusion and implication. The importance of a text and the conclusion for it may vary if it is timely or not. The text can be understood in a different way for a different settings and a different place.
The last two factors I remember were evaluation and overall assessment. The full understanding of the text could influence the judgment or evaluation of readers to its importance and credibility. Altogether,
Oh,
all are
it's so loud. Skip ads.
First, we have the step of identifying assertion, where we see the main claim, which is the heart of the text. It is the one big thing that the author wants you to believe or understand. Everything in the text should tie back to this. Then comes the purpose of the text, or why the author even wrote it in the first place. It is to persuade, inform, and challenge the readers. Knowing this helps you see if the reasoning is biased or not. Then, the second one is the formulation of the counterclaim. Here, you analyze the logics and reasonings. You look for the structure of the text. In its reasons, which is the justification and explanation provided by the author to support their claim. A critical reader evaluates if these reasons are sound and logically linked. If not, a counterclaim is provided. Lastly, is determining the evidence. Here you look for specific details, facts, statistics, experts' opinions, or example used to substantiate the reasons and claims. Good evidence should be relevant, accurate, and sufficient. Well, that would be the steps used in critical reading as reasoning together with its meaning.